Okay, peeps. I want to update y'all on something real quick. This is pretty much a little lesson for y'all as well, and it's something I've done in the past before. I should have known better. You know, this is one reason I tell you got to be willing to check yourself with what you're doing when it comes to your court cases. You know, you got an active court case. It's already there. It's already in. You know, you don't want to be communicating with the judge. And not filing like whatever if you file something in a court case, it's always good to get when I always tell y'all to get a certified copy. Well, we can get copies of what you what I always say, make copies of what it is that you filing in a court case. Get them to file stamp your copies. They're gonna look and see if all three of them are identical, however many you copies you have, that they're all identical, and they'll file stamp your copies that you have with you that you're gonna keep. So that, and you have those as proof that these documents have been filed into your court case. Okay. Certificate of service is always important too, because at the end of your document, you're going to have on your documents that this is to certify that such and such has been, you know, so-and-so has been, you know, served a copy of this. Here's an idea of what we're talking about here. Here we go. This is what they sent. This is a certificate of service, okay? Okay. And letting you know, is it certified that the person, and this is the name of the document that they have, that I was sent, okay? Because it was just a pro se communication document. Basically where basically the judge was filing in there that I communicated with him outside of, you know, the court. Because I called the number that's on the Bar Association website that's with his information. And the thing was, he answered the phone. I was expecting maybe some secretary or something to answer the phone, because that's what happened before with a different judge. But he answered the phone. And so I communicated with him because I was looking for his oath, and I don't know where to find his oath at. And he said word for word exactly what happened in that communication on this document. And that's all it was. It's just, he didn't, you know, tell me not to, you know, but at the same time, you're not supposed to communicate with the judge and all parties not be informed about what's being said. Okay. Who is this calling? This is probably important. Okay. That was an important call. Okay, but the thing was, yeah, but back to what I was saying, you're not supposed to communicate with the judge and not and the party, your opposing party, not know what happened, what was being said in their absence. You know what I'm saying? So anything that you're communicating with the judge, you're sending to the judge, your opposing party is supposed to have a copy of it too. So I sent him all this different stuff, certified copies of all this evidence, and even with the petition, I mailed it to him about a month ago. Certified mail. Didn't file it into the court case. Shit that I'd never do, but I just did it any damn way. But, you know, I have patience with learning at the same time while I'm doing this, because I'm more stable with it. But I wanted to see what was going to happen, because according to the state statutes, it didn't say mail both parties. But the thing is, I do know already to mail both parties, you know, to serve both parties or whatever. And then I didn't look in that particular area of like far as like the service part of that statute. So I'm sure it would have said that. But anything you file in a court case and you wanted the judge to know it's in the court case, and you need to make sure you serve it to the other party too. Make sure you have it on and have that stated on the record on your certificate of service. Because what he did was he had the document typed up. The second document is a simple certificate of service. That's all it is, something that simple. It's only one statement. He just said, I have certified that. So I certify that I have this day served a copy of the above and foregoing notice of filing an ex parte communication upon the following named person by the depositing in the U.S. mail a copy of the same in a proper address envelope, you know, with adequate posting affixed thereon too, and it's got my name and the address, you know. Well, the name, you know, y'all know, and they have copy. He has comma pro se, so That's on him. I want to put that on there. I'll make sure I state who I am and how, whatever. And he also sent one to Stephanie, my son's mom. So, and have her address on there. So, so that's how that goes on there. So anyway, so bottom line is you have to, and I don't know, I'm gonna go back and look at the part 1 of this video before I pause it to make sure my son's mom's address is not on that part 1 exposed, because I did put my finger over my address, but I didn't think about her address being on here. I don't need her address exposed on public forum either. So, but bottom line is, on it say this 22nd day of June 2023, and he signed it. If that's a signature. But bottom line is, you're not supposed to send the judge anything. I even emailed him a audio of me and my son's mom's conversation that we had right before just maybe a couple weeks before she took my son. Before all this, when all this stuff popped off, when she kept my son from me for 3 days before when all this stuff popped off after he had spent the night with me. That's her way of punishing me or whatever. Trying to set the standard for me to know that it ain't okay unless I say this or whatever. But bottom line is, that's what I was making this video for. Basically, you're not supposed to do that. You don't communicate with the judge and not send the other party a copy of what it is that you sent the judge. You got to file it in the court case, make your copies, have your copies first with the original, and then your copies. One copy for the judge, one copy for your own records, one copy for the opposing party. And the original goes into the court case, okay? The original goes into the court case, and when you file it into the court case, ask them to file stamp your copies if you physically going in there. That's how I always do my stuff. I physically go in there. And you have them to file stamp your copies. And when you file stamp, he didn't file stamp these here. He just mailed them, I'm sure, probably because he doesn't live in that county. So, he doesn't live in Muskogee County. So the thing is, but you don't have to do that. I do that. This is what I do. That way, the one who receives it know that it's been filed in the court case. So, so the certificate of service lets both parties know who all got this. It lets both parties know who all received that certificate, who all received the document, and it also makes it a public record who all received this document, and they say the name of the document on there. So that's how you're supposed to properly do your processes. Okay, so, and I know that I just tried some different shit when I did that. So to be honest, I mean, that's why I say you gotta be willing to check yourself and not get in your emotions when you get some stuff that really don't work in your favor. I mean, this didn't work against me. It's just really just a lesson. I find everything to be a lesson. When you fuck up, pick the pieces up, put it together, fix yourself, analyze it, understand where you screwed up at, and then you move accordingly. And so I just know, don't communicate with him. Don't try to call him. I didn't try to call him. I didn't know that was his personal number. I actually thought it was one of his secretary or somebody was going to answer the phone. So I didn't know it was his personal cell number. But the thing is, I just know next time though, so I'm going to do my stuff over. My original petition that I'm supposed to file into the court case, because that original petition I did 3 years ago, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to file the original petition, redo the petition, file it into the court case, have my copy, just like I explained it, make copies, have the certificate of service stating that the judge received it and son's mom received it. Everybody got it, and then we move accordingly like that. That's why a whole month has gone by, and I served him, the judge that is, all this information, the petition, certified copies of all my evidence and all this stuff, and didn't file none of this stuff in the court case. That was dumb as hell on my behalf. It should have been filed in the court case and then I got a confidential stamp too. I got some things that I want confidential that I don't want to be public record, such as like medical information and stuff like that. It don't need to be public record. So you get your stamp, a confidential stamp, so they won't make it public record. Look into your state statutes concerning that particular topic, because you can file stuff like that. But and then you make your copies, get your copies file stamped and mail them to you. I'm gonna mail it to the judge and my son's mom. So then we'll move accordingly and then see where a hearing should be scheduled after that. So I gotta do what I gotta do properly before I can expect them to do what they're supposed to do properly. So that's all I'm making this video for. I thought I'd kind of give y'all an update on what's really going on, what's popping off with this, and And that's pretty much it. If you haven't liked and subscribed, you know, go ahead and take a moment to do so. Feel free to go ahead and hit the like, you know, share these videos so people know. I guess I'll name this one about service or process, so people understand about what you need to understand about service or process, how to get things properly, you know, do things in order when it comes to getting your remedy. Until you do shit right, you can't expect them to do shit right. Not saying that some jokers don't be damn trying to get over on us. We know they do that shit. But, you know, for the most part, we still got to check ourselves with what we're doing. We can't just make up stuff and think things supposed to just go smooth, because it don't work like that. It just don't work like that. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next video. Emerald signing out.